Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Shuttle and Hero. And I think it's Fighting Spirit. Once again, I recognize the Korean characters, but we will see together. Top right-hand corner is the, I think that's Peachish? Peach, Protoss player, Shuttle. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the red Zerg player, Hero. Alright, so PvZ here for you today on the channel. Welcome aboard. I do cast 4 Brood War games every single week here on YouTube. If you want a 5th one, hit me up on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month. Anybody submitting at least $1 a month to me, pledging that much to me, will gain access to yet another Brood War cast per week. 5th one. A 5th one, you guys. So much casting from Falcon. Pretty easy to do. If you're interested, just head on over to patreon.com/FalconPaladin and make it happen. Probe scouting. Here is Shuttle, here to see what's going on down to the south. He does manage to scout the correct direction. Well done, by the way. I mean, this is a 4-player map, obviously, based on the size here and the positioning. So able to get in here and see what's going on, and this is not Fighting Spirit. Where the heck are we, everybody? Comes on in. Yeah, alright, cool. Sees the pool first play. Looks like it was about a 10 pool out of our Zerg player. So going to go ahead and do some aggression. Or possibly worried about a cannon rush. And having a pool first will help immensely in that situation as well. So pretty smart opening here. Doesn't hurt you too bad in the economy of things. Really doesn't allow the Protoss player to go Nexus first either. So it doesn't allow them to go crazy with the economy while you're kind of stuck on this pool first play. What is this map then? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. I'll update the title when the time comes and everybody will be educated and pleased. Probe here to stop. Oh, doesn't manage to stop the hatchery from going down. Well done. And there's your Forge first. Going to throw up some cannons to defend against potential Ling harassment. And what do we get? How many Lings come out of this for Hero? The answer is a pair. 1 pair of Zerglings, and that is it. Otherwise, it's just 2 drones. Otherwise, it's just an expansion. And otherwise, it's probably a 3rd here based on this drone moving out. So it's just a safe opening. It's not an aggressive opening at all. Really, the 1 cannon's going to be enough to stop just a couple of Lings that are going to come up and try to get some scouting done. You don't need to go crazy with walling. Don't need to go crazy with cannons. The expansion timing for Shuttle is just fine here. And yeah, there it is. Expansion coming on in. Are there more Lings on the way, the probe says? Absolutely not. Production tab says there are none of those coming in whatsoever. The 3rd hatch goes down on the left side. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into this match. So, yeah, Hero was just preparing for something aggressive coming out of Shuttle. Nothing came, and as a result, he's just going into a quick 3-hatch play, now getting his gas. Natural base coming in quite nicely. Zergling at the front, trying to make sure that nothing else comes out he needs to worry about. And we are set. We're set for the next couple of minutes here. Did you know I have merch? Did you know that there's a Falcon Paladin store? Just search Falcon Paladin Shopify in your Google browser, or Safari, or Firefox, or Edge, or whatever the heck you're using. You can find us. You can find it 100% for sure. Trying to get some additional designs out there. Some more generic stuff for StarCraft. People seem to enjoy that. So watch for that in the coming weeks here, and hopefully we should make it happen. For those of you who are fans of more particular StarCraft races, Protoss, Zerg, and Terran. Just to give you a bit of a hint. Probe scouting around. I mean, doing a great job scouting, honestly. That's a hydraulic den for sure out of Hero, which indicates some level of pressure he wants to put on the Protoss up here. Or, again, just preparing for, I mean, obviously Corsair. We're going to see those eventually. Cybernetics Core is on the way. Just making additional Lings here. I think maybe he's trying to kill the scouting probe, but he is not. Is he not getting speed? He's not getting speed. Metabolic boost is not on the way. He's going for hydraulic attack range instead, which indicates he's going to put some pressure on here sooner rather than later. He can absolutely outrange that cannon. The extra range on the Hydras means any Zealots that come up get shot a whole bunch before they actually get in range of the Hydralisks to hit them with their claws. Well, their Psyblades, it would be. And definitely a Stargate here too. So this is a brilliant opening out of our Zerg player, just recognizing I could be aggressive with these Hydras, and I can defend against the Corsairs with these Hydras, no problem. 3rd base is happily mining, probe scouting that too. Yeah, just trying to make sure no Zealots move out. Nothing flies out without being scouted by the Zerg player. Like, a scout wandering over and harassing this 3rd base would be annoying. It wouldn't be worth it for Shuttle, but it would be annoying for Hero. He just wants to know what's coming out here. Here come the Hydras. Their range upgrade is just about done. That takes a while, but he got it started early. Having it at 5 minutes is a pretty great time for him for sure. And it's done. All right. I mean, the Hydras, I don't know if they can deal with this many Zealots. There's 2 Zealots versus 2 Hydralisks, but there's your range. And this gateway is basically sacrificial at this point. I really don't see any way that Shuttle's going to save this at all. We got ourselves gateway coming down. Shields are getting picked apart here. It's so easy to pick this off if you have the range upgrade. Speed is coming in here too, but right now range is more important for Hero. Oh, the probe does get picked off. It tried to get home, but it couldn't do it. Zealot doesn't want to be here at all. Take some extra shots, but the gateway is down. I think they could probably get the forge as well, honestly. Oh, cannon shots are big, though. Cannon shots. Oh, thought that Hydra was safe, but it wasn't. Forge going to get picked off. I like the fact additional. Well, that's actually. That's only 1 pylon. Can you snipe that down? I'm not sure that you can. There are only 5 Hydralisks here and 3 cannons with a bunch of Zealots. No, the forge is definitely done. But I don't think sniping down that pylon is really in the cards here. So good aggression here out of Hero. Well defended by Shuttle. Again, he lost his buildings, but he was preparing for that anyway. He's going for a Dark Templar as well as getting Storm. So Storm drops and DT drops are definitely in the future here for the Zerg player, but Hero is one of the best Zerg players on Earth. And as a result, he knows. He knows that's a possibility. He'll be ready for it when the time comes. I am pretty darn sure. Double Evolution Chamber Macro Hatch. Rather, Corsair does show up here in the natural base, flies in the main base. More of a scouting Corsair at this stage, I would say. I don't think really has any intentions of killing overlords or anything else. Just wants to know what's going on, and that's basically a free scout. DT does come in, and Hydra's getting picked off there. A bit of a small reaction time there. Not the best reaction time. Oh, gosh. Oh, it keeps the Dark Templar alive. All of the Lings die. A bunch of Hydras die there. Nice push out from Shuttle. The problem is the 4th base is coming up, and Shuttle is going to be down 4 bases to 2 at some point, which is horrible. Meanwhile, Overlord in hold position getting massacred by this Corsair. Dark Templar cruising on down, trying to see what he can see. And can he get anything done here is the question. There's a Sunken and an Overlord, so the answer is no. Absolutely not getting anything done whatsoever. Probably so close to dead. 1 HP. Down to 1 HP, that Dark Templar is. Can't sneak in here, can it? No, this is wall all the way down. This is wall all the way down. Turtles all the way down, if that is more your style. Corsair is 1 kill. Gonna get another kill here. Goodbye, Overlord number 2. Still no 3rd base from our Protoss. He is just gatewaying it up. He is queuing up for a big old 2-base attack right now. Working on +1/+1. Loving that. DT finally dies, running into the natural base where there happen to be Hydras waiting for him with Overlord support. So yeah, 4th base is done. I mean, I think Hero's kind of outclassing Shuttle right now. It is 70 to 59 supply, so the Protoss player is up, but not as much as he wants to be. He needs to be up about 20 supply at this stage of the game, and 10 supply, just 8 supply just does not cut it right now. So Shuttle, come on, man, you can do this. Robotics facility on the way, going for Singularity Charge. Upgrading. Do we have to do it that way? We have to do that way. Upgrading Dragoon attack range. Corsair continuing to fly around. Already has 2 Overlord kills. Cannot find any more for the time being, as a bunch of them are hanging out protected, well, actually by nothing at this stage. You probably could have taken those out, but as the Hydras are mostly up there, mostly here at the 3rd base. The 4th base has no detection whatsoever. No anti-air there either. Hydras keep trying to poke in, but 4 cannons with High Templar, with Storm. By the way, they have Storm, you guys. And enough energy for at least a couple Storms on a couple of these. Anyway, so definitely not anywhere that Hydras want to play. Lurker Aspect coming in, working on Overlord speed, which I really enjoy just for vision, if nothing else, in StarCraft, is being able to kind of fly around. And sure, you can't defend yourself if you're attacked, but you're pretty fast and have pretty good attack. I mean, pretty good vision range. So here come a ton of Zealots. Lurker Aspect is done now, and that's going to be really useful, but this little 1/1 Zealot attack looks extremely dangerous. Natural base is going to be in trouble here. Where are they going to go is the question, right? You don't know if they're going to go for the 3rd or the natural base. They do end up going for the natural. There's a Sunken. Okay, a bunch of Hydras and a Sunken, and another Sunken's on the way. So the Zealots want nothing to do with that. They just wanted to force some static defense here out of the Zerg player, and by golly, they did. Did I see a Robotics Bay? Did I see a Robotics Bay up here? I feel like I did. Did he cancel that? He might have canceled it, which seems like a weird choice, but I don't know. You could do that. You can make that decision in StarCraft, and no one will call you out for it. Well, probably not. Anyway, Queen's Nest just about done. Tier 3 stuff is in the plans right now for Hero. Again, these are just 1-1 Zealots, right? Yeah, these are 1-1 Zealots with speed. This is so much Zerg, though. Yeah, the Ling Hydra is going to wreck this, and they know it. The Zealots know it. They're retreating with their lives. Third base coming up on the right side. That's a little bit close to the Zerg. I don't know, man, but here come the storms. First storms of the season. And Hero retreats. He has no answer to billions of storms, man. What is that? 2 storms each out of these people? I mean, they threw some off, obviously, but yeah. So this is coming up in full view of Hero. He knows that's where the third base is going to be. He'd known if it was going to be up here, too. And Hydra is dancing around a bit. Actually working on melee attack upgrades. He doesn't have a missile attack upgrade, which indicates I think we're going to go for Ultralisks at some point here. Based on the melee. Oh, the missile attacks is on the way. Maybe he just wants the best of both worlds. Lings massacred. This is the thing with Lings. Do they? Hang on. They've got speed. Yeah, they're fast. He got metabolic boost at some point here. I just didn't see when it was. Now the attack is in earnest. Here into the natural base. Can he finish... Can he finish Hero's natural off here? I don't know. Storm's getting dodged by lurkers unburrowing themselves. Trying to get a flank attack, too, with the Lings, but no. Shuttle is too savvy for that. He recognizes there's Zerg out on the map, and there's Zerg defending the natural. I really don't want to come in and get sandwiched, so he pulls out to deal with one aspect of the Zerg, which is, again, just these dudes. Trying to pick off some reinforcing units. Oh, free probes if you want them. I don't think he saw those, though. Oh, the probe train was really vulnerable for a second there. Just got wiped out. There's your robotics bay, support bay. So, all right. It's coming in now. I swear I saw it on that tab earlier, but maybe just wanted to go for more of a gateway push with some storm support before anything else. Free Dragoons if you want them. Well, some of them are free anyway. Zealot comes up. Where's the storm? The Hydras are like, I know we can handle this, but there's the storm. We're just going to preemptively retreat from the storm. We don't like it all that much. Some Hydras left behind to defend so the rest of the people can survive. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, I believe is how that works for Hero. So third base happily up and running for Shuttle here at about 12 minutes. He's doing all right. I mean, it's been a 4-basing Hero for quite some time. A 5th base down here would be pretty good, or maybe along this left side too. Not a bad place to hang out if you are Hero. Shuttle speed on the way from Shuttle. No drops, man. No storm drops yet. No Dark Templar drops at all. Just kind of been moving about on the map. Trying to make stuff happen out in the front here. Being pretty obvious about it. Consume on the way. Defiler Man obviously done. Working on a shield upgrade. Really? So 2-2 is done for Shuttle. His upgrades are fantastic right now. Yeah, I mean, the Zealots pound for pound are just going to wreck these Lings at this stage of the game, especially with the 2-2 that they have. Hydras, they're kind of getting backed into a corner here. Zealots, man, the Zealots are top of the Hydras, just sacrificing those Hydras, that's it. There was nowhere to go. He wanted to keep this Ling alive. He couldn't run back into the corner. He needed the information. And a 4th base now, warping in. Wow, for Shuttle. So 4th base coming in here. This DT that gets wiped out. 6 o'clock position, probably trying to scout out the presence of a 5th from the Zerg, but there's not one. Corsair here, and I feel like Reaver drops are in the future. Scourge trying to defend against that. Cannon does get a lucky shot, picking that dude off. Ling's ready to rock against any kind of a drop or attack coming in right now. Hero's doing a good job defending his bases. He has so many Zerglings. Holy crap, he has so many Zerglings. 2-1 on these Lings versus 2-2 on the Zealots is not a good play for the Lings at all. Tons of lurkers here. Where's your detection? There's a single observer. If that gets picked off, this is pretty much impregnable. How about over here? Ton of Zerglings again. The storm is the great equalizer for Shuttle. Can he make it happen? Can he do this with enough storm? It is 183 to 158, though. The Zerg player has really skyrocketed ahead in army supply, in economy. Plagues being researched. That 5th base is morphing on in. Mutating on in here. Lings, once again, just trying to run in and do stuff, but just getting absolutely massacred and accomplishing nothing in the process. They took some damage off of that Dragoon, but that was about it. Holy smokes, he's going for it. He's bringing Lings in from all sides, left side, right side. On top of these Dragoons, the storms are real. The lurkers are real here too. This is an absolutely massacre. Wow. Is there enough Zerg to get through the storm? And it looks like there is. Whoa. Hero crushes that army. Loses a ton of Zerg in the process, but wipes it out entirely. There were storms, but not enough. Shoot. That was just a shellacking. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. Free Observer, if you can catch it. Observer speed is not done. Just kind of hanging out that way. And it's time for a drop. It is time for a High Templar drop. Where, though? I guess that's a fairly safe location. Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby there. Kills all of the drones on the gas, which is not horrible there either. But all right, so Ling's running on in to this fourth base. There is storm present, but the lurkers are on top of the cannons. I just don't see this going very well at all for Shuttle. The cannons are getting wrecked right now. There's 2 cannons remaining. Lurkers are getting picked out, which is nice. Reinforcing units coming from the south, trying to save it. 2 storms from the high ground. 6 kills on that High Templar, and he is still alive as he's not a priority target for anybody right now. Look at him go. He doesn't have enough energy to be a priority target, I guess, is the same thing. And the Nexus does get saved. Wow. What a save there from Shuttle. Fantastic play for sure. Zerglings continuing to cruise on up to reinforce here. That 2-2 is almost done for both the Hydras and the Zerglings. It is so close to completing right now. Additional hatcheries in production just for that macro production right now. It was 156 to 145 supply. I think keeping this base was a huge victory for Shuttle. His army got wiped out, but it's basically back now. And Ling Hydra, I just don't know if it is enough at this moment. Sure, all the Hydras get wiped out. The Defiler wanders in here with enough energy for, I think we got enough for a plague. Where is it? Where is it, Hero? Ling's trying to get in on top of these cannons before they warp in. Does manage to take down a couple of them. But enough reinforcing units going to shove that away again. So Shuttle might have lost his entire army back there a couple of minutes ago, but he's doing all right. He's up 140 to 113 supply. A ton of Zerg units have died. The Plague has not been used very well here from Hero. Neither has Dark Swarm in any sense of the phrase. I don't think we've seen a single one this entire match. So not actually replacing the drones at the natural base. I feel like Hero could probably afford to do that if he wanted to, but a lot of gas, or a lot of mineral income, rather, at the 5th base down here. However, no gas income at all as the hatcheries start to pop. So a lot of macro ability happening. Hero is floating about 500 minerals. He doesn't have a huge bank, which is good because he's sitting at 142 supply and he's not maxed out. You really don't want a huge bank unless you're maxed out in a Brood War for sure. Same thing goes for StarCraft too. Yeah, remember those scouting overlords I mentioned previously? Really vulnerable, but oh, no 6th base for you. Zealot denies it. Zealot denies the 6th. Fantastic job. Still attacking into the natural base. Shuttle's wanted to kill this for some time. A decent Dark Swarm on these lurkers. Misses that guy, though. That guy just gets absolutely wiped out. And Shuttle is starting to come down. A Plague goes down from that Defiler before he gets absolutely massacred there. Another Dark Swarm comes up. Lurkers burrowing inside the safety of that cloud. Lings wipe out the Zealot that took down their drone at the 6th hatch. And a new drone needs to come up and deal with that soon. 159. Oh, 20 Hydras in production at a time right now. So we're at a maxed out Shuttle. Wow, Shuttle is looking fantastic, you guys. He is looking really good right now. 195 supply. He's got Reavers. He's making 10 Zealots at a time. Oh, Observers getting picked out. Kind of outstripping the army. That's not good. No detection present. Which means you need to blindly storm lurkers if you want to deal with them. And I don't think that Shuttle's interested in doing that. So he is retreating from this position fast as he can go. Yep, those Hydras are gone. I mean, that's exactly... Hydras are incredible against Protoss, except against Storm, and except against Reavers, and then they're abject garbage. But here we go. Lurkers stabbing on in, burrowing on in there, getting focused down by Zealots. There is detection present. Reavers in the back trying to get shots off against these Lings, and they do. What an absolutely chaotic situation right now. And the Dark Swarm is helping, but there's too many Archons who don't care about your Dark Swarm all that much. And Zealots in the mix there too. 176 to 134 supply. Army is present, but Hero's macro is insane. He is making, look at these Lings cruising in, and he's making 15 Hydras at a time. Shuttle is able to shove this army back just with pure cracklings at this stage. The Archons are dealing with them pretty darn well. 23 kills on that Archon, 20 kills on that Archon, 8 kills on that Archon. 5th base in a bit of trouble, in a spot of trouble here, but I think the Hydra Ling count is enough to save it. Are these? That's additional Hydras here too. Not very many places to micro here for these Hydralisks. They're trying to put themselves into corners. It takes so many shots to kill a Zealot with +3 armor and a +1 shields. But Hydras are definitely the answer versus these Archons. I'm liking that we're seeing the Hydras defending this position. More and more Hydras coming on in. Lurker stabbing on in. The Observer staying in position to make sure the Lurkers don't get as much work done here. But Hydra's attacking from the backside. Hydra attacking from the right side. Archon does get sniped down, but Zealots avenging their buddy there, trying to take down those Hydras. 148 to 119 supply. Shuttle is doing a fantastic job just replacing the units that he keeps losing here. Hero does too, though. I mean, this is a fantastic macro game from both of these players. Zealot still denying the 6, what I think is a huge part of the reason that Shuttle is up at this point. He's up 150 to 140. 7 Lurker eggs coming on in. Additional Hydras on the way. They've got 3-3. The Lings are at 3-3 here too. They're upgraded as much as they Zergally can. 3-2-3 right now from Shuttle. That's an insane upgrade position to be in at 21 minutes. It is crazy good. It's time, man. Time to take your 6th base, Hero. Zealot tries to deny it again, and you know what? He's going to. He's going to, because they left him alone. Wow, he gets... I mean, it's not the same one, obviously, but geez. Shuttle has managed to deny that base a couple times now. Fantastic job. Fantastic. 8 Dragoons at a time in production. The Zerg player feels a little bit overwhelming here, but the Archon count is getting pretty nuts. That said, Hydra count looking considerably big as well. Shuttle trying to set up a 5th base along this left side. No. Say the Cracklings, that's not going to happen here at all. More and more Lings in production, which I'm not sure is the right answer, versus this many Archons with +3 attack. I mean, they just absolutely melt Lings in most situations. And Zealots here too. Zealot Archon, not going to be the play. Plague on those Zealots, man. Just, it's worth it all the time. Oh, it's not a great Plague. Got a couple Zealots and a Dragoon, but this one... got it. Nicely done. The Filer goes down. Several Dragoons are injured and compromised now. 6th base does start to come up, and a Lurker defending it this time as Hero says enough is enough. Let's make sure that happens. Reaver's trying to get shots off. Are those Scarabs going to explode? They did not. They exploded harmlessly, which happens. They kind of time out after a couple seconds there. Annoying, but a bit of a sigh of relief there from the Zerg. Is he pushing into the 6th here? He is. Trying to come into the 6th. Shuttle, he's going to force a cancel on that for sure. The drone actually gets picked up as Overlord drops have completed and gets the heck out of there. Another Zealot comes to guard this position. Shuttle is playing this exceptionally well, denying that 6th base, and has been for the last 10 minutes, it feels like. Lurker, Ling, Hydra versus this army composition. Great Storm. Fantastic Storm. Archon's just absolutely dealing splash damage. And more splash damage on top of these Zerg units. Everybody gets massacred for Hero's army. He's down 128 to 177 supply, making 11 Hydras at a time right now. The Dark Swarm just isn't mattering, as it doesn't help any of the Zerg units at all. If anything, it helped the Dragoons, and it helped the Zealots in that situation, which is absolutely nuts. 31 Hydras in production at once for Hero. If he's going to win this game, it's because it's on the back of his macro, which has absolutely been insane. Same thing can be said for Shuttle, though. What a beautiful ZVP this has been. All right, it does take a 5th base along the left side. If Shuttle can hang on to this and deny the 6th base of Hero, I think he wins this game. Ling Hydra getting a nice flank attack here on a bunch of these Zealots. They're holding the line for some time, though. The High Templar are trying to get into position, but I'm not sure they're even necessary there, as all the Zerglings are down. The Hydras are retreating from that position. The Archons are fast, but they're going to let them go regardless. 6th base, and we need a 6th base, Hero. Fifth base is starting to warp in now. We got Reavers and Cannons defending this position. I mean, this is a large number of Zerg, but the reinforcing units from Shuttle are coming back here too. Delay. Reavers getting some big-time shots off. Storm's beautiful there too. Reaver does get picked off. Another Reaver still alive. Nexus still alive there too. Engagement in the middle. Tons of Storms, but tons of Zerg present as well. They're going to catch these Dragoons out and massacre them. 127 to 119 supply. Holy crap. That was an amazing engagement there for Hero. He does manage to take the lead in supply. The Reaver is running for his little Zergy Protossy life. Does get wiped out. This fifth base is gonna die. Yep, there's no saving it there. 3-3 Hydras and 3-3 Cracklings. No, not saving it whatsoever. Zealot coming to try to make it happen, but no, does take down the Nexus. First base absolutely destroyed in this game. Bunch of cancels, as we've seen here. Still no sixth base for Hero. Is he... One of these days, man, he's going to get it. He's going to be very, very happy, too. Finally, Zealot goes down. Takes a Ling with him. Drone immediately trying to throw that up. Running in again. 142 supply worth of Protoss here. Cracklings on top of these Archons, trying to do it, but the Zealot and the Archon is too much. And continuing to head down south, Shuttle wants to deny that sixth base. It is his absolute mission in this game, is making sure that never comes up. And he gets there first. He gets there before Hero can defend it. Hero decides not to bother with it. And once again, the sixth base is not going to happen. Hero's income is basically these two bases. Actually, the main has a surprising amount of minerals remaining. Mineral patches anyway. Not a lot of minerals, as it turns out. Another engagement in the middle. Storms. Lings on top of these Zealots. My gosh, these guys. The Zealots and the Archons are just absolutely massacring Lings for days here. But the Archons starting to take some direct shots here as well. Archon down, Archon down. Archon alive, but only has 51 shields. He ends up going down there too. The Storms are everywhere, but is there enough Zerg reinforcing to actually win this battle? What an absolutely huge engagement from both of these players, and technically, Shuttle manages to hang on. However, there are Lurker eggs here, and that is really scary stuff. That High Templar does not have enough energy for a Storm. An Archon comes out, but the Lurkers finish too, and by golly, Hero wins the engagement just by the skin of about 10 Zerglings right here. 114 to 85 supply. Hero needs the sixth base, but he's been able to deny Shuttle's fifth base here too. He still has the income. He's still producing Lings. He's making Scourge. High Templar are in production. Trying to save this fourth base is going to be a last stand type scenario for Shuttle. Lings and Hydras on top of this. Are there any? Oh, there's no High Templar here. There are Reavers though. The Shuttle gets picked off by the Scourge, but the Reaver shots are going to be what's going to save this for Shuttle, and he does manage to force the Zerg player away merely by landing a couple Reavers, and I guess some High Templar wandered in here too. Hero decides not to throw his units into the meat grinder quite yet. He will at some point. Sixth base coming in again. Can Hero hang on to it this time? I don't know that Shuttle has enough to cancel it, especially considering all of the Zerg that are in the general neighborhood and the general vicinity. Zealots a little bit out of position, trying to come up and deal with this fourth, but remember what I said about, oh, there's High Templar here. Never mind, one High Templar down, two High Templar down. Losing these High Templar is massively problematic. Two High Templar go down for effectively nothing. Observer gets picked out by Scourge. That's a pretty good pickup there for Hero for sure. Another Shuttle in production. Shuttle does like his shuttles, and the sixth base is done. Long distance mining drones don't have to be long distance mined, but they don't know that. 138 to 106 supply of the Zerg player is up, and that's a bad place for Shuttle. He's got the Reavers, he's got some High Templar, but the army is not as big and intimidating as it has been in moments past here. More Lings cruising up. Are they going for the backdoor attack? It looks like they are. Shuttle is trying to set up for a fifth. That's why his army has left the fourth base. He needs to establish the fifth or he's done. He knows Hero's got a sixth base up. Nice plagues on these units. Play catching on the Shuttle there too. Lings actually just going for it, running through those storms. They do not care for them at all. Reaver gets a shot off. Oh, but no, good game. Shuttle taps out. And Hero is your winner in 29 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What an absolutely insane ZVP that was. Hero does manage to get his 6th base. Shuttle was not able to establish a 5th. He knew that. He knew he was done. 10 kills on that Reaver. So much dead Zerg here, but it doesn't matter. He knows the production available here to Hero. He knows there's 1,000 minerals and 4,000 gas in the bank, and he can throw Lings and Hydras at him infinitely, forever and ever, and call it good. Technically, the only base that was killed was this 5th, which was nice. Hero managing to get that was a big deal for him. This 6th base was denied several times, but other than that, no hatcheries died. No Nexuses died. This 3rd base was never touched. The main was never engaged. The 4th base was hacked a couple times, and Shuttle did a great job defending it from time to time there. But overall, beautiful play. Again, I don't know what this map is. If you want to tell me what it is in the comments, I will change the title appropriately so people know. I mean, I guess, does that matter? Like, do you watch a game and say, ooh, it's on this map? I'm definitely going to watch it now, and I wasn't before. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I'm not sure who looks at something and says, "Oh, this isn't Fighting Spirit. I don't want to watch it now." But anyway, all right, cool. Let's check out the final score. 267,000 points for Hero, 265 for Shuttle. He killed 994 Zerg units. 994 Zergs died. That's so many Lings and so many Hydralisks and so many Lurkers and drones. Only produced 300 units himself. That is a 3-to-1 kill ratio for the Protoss, which is what you want. We've seen games where Protoss have this ratio and win, but Hero's macro was just too much. He could afford to lose this many because he produced 1,193 Zerg units. Almost 1,200 units in 30 minutes, which is insane. Hero did raise 32 buildings. Didn't lose a single building of his own. Didn't lose a single building. No hatcheries down. No production or no tech structures down. No extractors. No nothing. Didn't lose a thing there, which is huge. And then look at this, just resources: 19,000 to 16,000, 59,000 to 47,000, and overall spent about 10,000 more spent in that game. And that's a lot of Zerg units, man. 10,000 more, 10,000 resources more of Zerg units is a lot of Hydras and Lings. So good game. Good game for both players, but Hero comes out with the win. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.